Effy is bringing the biggest and gayest wrestling show for Wrestling Weekend. On Saturday, April 4th, all the colors of the Lgia and rainbow will unite to put on the greatest gay show of all time.
This was the first one, obviously, was going to be during WrestleMania weekend. I was going to DJ, flip my hair, but then it got canceled, obviously. But I don't think people knew that it was in danger from the second it was announced, because there were bomb threats against the show, because that's how much people hate gay people in America still. So like the fact that this had to go through like so much to get made is like not just because of COVID, but just because like something like a gay wrestling show is still like a threat to like the American integrity of the wrestling industry or whatever macho nationalist hetero bullshit people are reacting to there. But like to see it finally fucking happen was just like a magical moment. I mean, you know, you talked about seeing a lot of crying in wrestling. I was sobbing watching Cassandra versus Sonny Kiss. You know, like that is two generations, and that has never happened before, of openly gay talent in sports sort of acknowledging each other and saying like, you have paved the way for me, and like I am now here to make the difference in the future here today. And like, you know, I think in my best of moments of the year, like seeing Sonny Kiss succeed in AEW and seeing the fans rally around her. In 20 years, there will be an openly gay femme black wrestler that is beloved, universally beloved. I would have been like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like that is not within the realm of human possibility. And so like Sonny is easily my favorite wrestler who's alive right now. So seeing her succeed, any single time I see her succeed, I'm just like in tears. Her match with Cody Rhodes.
Jim Ross like earnestly trying to learn pronouns.
But like Sonny doesn't give a fuck. So like Sonny's like, if Jim accidentally slips and calls Sonny she, like Sonny's just like, I do not care. Like, so, but it is funny because you can hear Jim trying to say he, then accidentally saying she, and then correcting himself, and then it's a carry every time.
60s. And Vince McMahon should like learn a lesson. Like, you know, Bruno Sammartino was a huge star because, you know, he was great, but also there was that like Italian American fan base that's like, this is our guy. And Pedro Morales, like, was the Puerto Rican star, Hispanic star. You know, there's so many instances of this, and this is just the same thing. You know, it's just representation, and it, you know, matters, and it's bringing a realism to wrestling that is sometimes lacking. Especially when everything's so homogenous. So
yeah. That was my best match of the year. So,
and I'll say from you know, I know you're not the biggest comedy fan, but I you know, I love comedy wrestling, and that show had some of the best, like the Twink Gauntlet, like was great. You had the Monster Pero in there, and the you know, just like Tyler Klein and Calvin Couture, I think. They stuck out to me. And then the Effy match was just, you know, a spot fest of like dildos and sex dolls.
Effy, I mean, there is something like, you know, like of course he's like a real punk. So like like every single thing he does is like he is putting on a punk rock wrestling match. Like this is like not going to be like, it is going to break the rules of what a real wrestling match is supposed to be. And, you know, so comedy wrestling is not always my thing, but of course I was like, this is pretty amazing that a bunch of like the kind of audacity of forcing straight people to watch that shit. I'm like, yes, exactly. Mother Divine is like smiling down from heaven.
Wrestling Club with Darren and Brett. We've got a show that you'll never forget.